back to that restream thing, you should hopefully see it there.
Okay. I do. Let's see if YouTube's got it
So
going.
that's restreaming too. So you can answer comments and stuff there.
But we're not live, are we?
Yeah, they're live.
Oh, hi! We're live.
We're checking on that. Oh yeah, it looks
We
like,
are okay.
yeah, I'm pulling up YouTube, and there we are. Yeah, we're just staring at ourselves here.
Right. You're going to have to silence it. We're having technical difficulties tonight. We really wanted to zoom in Sue Ellen from Flash Fiction, and that didn't work. And so Sue Ellen is going to get on, hopefully, one of the chats, either on YouTube or on Facebook Live, so she can answer questions, because the Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt for 2023 it's been announced. It's Beyond the Oaks. Beyond, I had it right here just a second ago. Anyway, beneath the moss oaks, and it's gorgeous. We are supplying the fabric kit for it, but it goes live, and we have a special deal for you tonight, and that is that for the first 15 days in July, the website's going live, flashfictionmysteryquilt.com, and it's $15 off. And it's only like $79.99. Sue Ellen, help me out. So Derek be watching that. Derek is behind the camera. As you can tell, we were in the middle of dinner when we decided to start this, because it's been a month, y'all.
We do not have good time management skills this month.
It's been a month.
We need more tequila in our lives.
Right. Like Lanny went down sick the first week of the month. Will was out sick for a week. I've come down with it. Derek's been down with it. So it's been a month. I mean, it's just been, let's just do everything we possibly can to get through the month. And
right.
So not much. It feels like.
And it's hot as the blazes now.
And it's,
we can't open a window because
of the air.
There's live music across the street.
And the air.
And and we'd open the window, and of course it's hotter outside than in.
You would think that we'd be sheltered in the mountains of North Carolina, but you can't even see the mountains of North Carolina right now. It is so smoky and smoggy and nasty
all that
looking.
Canadian smoke. You were supposed to leave it up there, Hannah. You were supposed to leave it up there.
Yeah, hopefully Hannah's on. My niece Hannah. From
Newfoundland.
Oh, I got it right. Newfoundland.
And maybe a bunch of her, sort of adopted family.
Oh, yay! So hopefully Hannah's getting on, and my daughter's supposed to be getting on this evening as well. So that'll be really, really cool.
Yeah, Hannah said that this is the night that they all go drink with Nan. So I said, well, drink with us too.
Yeah. And so I'm sort of, if I drink, I really need to have something on my stomach, or I'll be asleep by the end of the broadcast. And so, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to.
So you go ahead. Like Allyson said, we're all experiencing some strange unwellness issues this month.
Yeah.
I am just now getting over pneumonia, it seems.
Right.
Still trying not to cough much.
We enjoyed passing it around the family.
Yeah.
So,
it seems,
yeah.
Kissing cousins.
So anyway.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Two Fingers Tequila, because it was cheap. Now, it was on the bottom shelf, and I decided, you know what? I was going to try it. It looked good. I usually got Pepe Lopez, but Pepe Lopez isn't around anymore, it seems, or at least not in our ABC store. This is really good. It is, it is definitely top shelf flavor for bottom shelf price. It is wonderful.
Yes, but you've got to tell them what you did with it, because this is different. I mean, it's really good.
Well, I was trying to, before I do that, I was trying to think of some ad copy I could do for Two Fingers Tequila, and everything turned blue so quick. The best one I could think of is when life gives you the finger, why not reach for two fingers? Everything else,
you can see what kind of month we've had. It's been wild.
But I was in the mood for a frozen drink, and margaritas are a go-to.
Yep.
But I like to make my own margarita mix, and I wasn't in the mood to mess with limes and making a lime syrup and all of that, and realized that I had a peach and dragon toe pepper. It turned into a relish. I tried to make a preserve, but it didn't really gel up. I had that sitting in the refrigerator. It canned nicely, it preserved nicely, but it did not turn into jam. So I have added that and lime juice to the tequila and blended it. It is a very nice, interesting flavor. The dragon toe peppers have this. You think that they're hot. They want to be hot, but they're just telling you should be feeling heat, and you're not. It's very fruity, peppery goodness along with the peach and tequila. So I just decided to play, and it worked.
Before we start getting any further, Derek looks like he's having some issues back there, so I'm just going to check in. Derek, are we live?
Why are you disturbing me?
What? Huh?
Maybe we aren't.
Well, maybe I'll bring
Mouse keeps
it back up, and
Are we on?
yeah, we're still on.
Okay, we're on.
So
it's okay. So Derek, we're on, honey. It's all good.
Yeah, we're good. Just ignore us.
Oh, it's fine. She is right here on here and attempting to get on Facebook Live. And in fact, I think she's on Facebook Live.
Hey, we're in stereo. Okay, so barring the technical consequences or difficulties we're having this evening,
looks like I'm up first.
In our review of the month, beyond the sickness, the first thing would be your kids' camps. How did those go?
We're gonna wait just 1 second. This.
Can we mute that?
Can we mute the other speaker? Ah, are we muted?
See, nope.
Nope.
No, that's
Hi.
just us not being,
Oh, are we on Zoom?
No,
but we have a third voice.
Right. Where's that voice coming from?
That would be Sue Ellen.
Is that Sue Ellen? Oh, he ended Zoom.
Or maybe not. Who knows? Okay, how were your kids' camps?
Yeah.
Let the genius take care of that, and we will proceed with.
Lanny,
it's not like we ever have a plan.
Like I know. And Thursday nights, Lanny is not here with us, and so we thought we could handle this. We do have Derek and we have Kyla, but then we try to do something new, and that's what happens when you try something new.
And I'm no help because I don't have a brain cell.
Kids camps were wonderful. We had at the very beginning of the month, we had quilt camp in the mornings, and I had 3 young ladies, 13 and 14, and they each made a quilt and a bag, and they bound their quilt by the end. I mean, we were able to get it on the quilt machine. They moved so quickly that we were able to get those quilts on the machine, and they were able to make, one of them made another quilt. I mean, so she made 2 quilts. I've had her before though, and her second quilt was much smaller, and so she made 2 quilts, and the other girls made bags, and so it was amazing. Like, stop. So it was amazing. And then in the afternoons, Lanny was sick that week, and so it was discovered that Derek and I really can program robots, and we can teach how to program robots. And those kids, 2 7-year-olds, young gentlemen, I mean, we got through everything that you would get in a basics camp. We got through in 3 days. And so those kids were amazing. But it also helps that they had one-on-one attention from Derek and I. and that Derek and I were learning right along with them. And so it really helped. And they were so patient and good with us because we were like, why isn't the robot working? Why isn't the robot working? We turned more stuff on and back on, off and back on again, right, Derek? It was nuts. Anyway, they went great. We have our next camps coming. We have Sewing for a Sleepover camp. We have 3 kids enrolled so far, so there is room. We will be making pajama pants or shorts, and we will be making a bag to take for your sleepover and a pillowcase. And, if they get through with it in 2 days, then we make all sorts of other stuff too. Everything's included, including snacks. And then in the afternoons, we are going to space with our robots, and we have 3 kids involved in that camp right now as well, with a couple of others interested. And so if you are interested in signing up your child for advanced robotics, now I say advanced robotics, but really what I should do is have a theme for both, because even if the child is not really had much robotics experience, I have a whole team full of FTC members, high schoolers, that are ready and waiting and willing to come in and help with those little ones. And so we can take really much any age. And we're going to do all sorts of projects based around Mars and the moon. We're going to travel through space and learn how to program robots over terrain and learn all sorts of stuff. I mean, with the James Webb Telescope stuff coming out, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So it's pretty cool. Those are the 2 camps coming up. And then at the end of the summer, we have 2 camps also coming up. We've got an upcycle camp that's for older kids. And that camp is going to be 3 days long, just from 9 to 12. What we're going to be doing is taking your old stuff, whether it be your old clothes that you want to make bigger, or a stain on your clothes that you want to hide because it is your favorite shirt after all, or you just want to play with making a bag out of something. We have received donations over the years of fabric that can be made into just about anything. In fact, we've got a ton of lace, and that's what I'm going to play with. We're going to bring out the fabric dye and do some dyeing of fabrics and dyeing of lace. I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. And then at the very end of the summer, I have been trained by NASA to do a James Webb Telescope camp. And that's for older middle school and high schoolers. And I already have 10 kids enrolled in that, and I can have up to 16. So I'm super excited about that one. We get to go out to the Bear Observatory here in Western North Carolina. We have the Bear Observatory, which is like 10 miles down the road. And it's a dark sky park with a planetarium. And they are one of like 3 planetariums in the country that are getting updated photos from James Webb. I'm totally going to rock this, you guys. Totally going to rock it. So, are we getting any comments? Was Sue Ellen able to get on anything for us? Kai's going over to help. Check YouTube too, please. All right. And then Rebecca was going to try and get on. I have no idea if she got on. It is your turn for Among the Branches.
My turn. I was really enjoying just sitting here looking pretty.
Right, but I know, but I want to eat my dinner.
So our goal last month was to get a new twin kit out from Wilmington Prince, Among the Branches. We did not manage to do that because of the croup.
Right. We had it was everything we could do just to keep the shop open.
So and then when I did come back, my mother and I are tasked with making this kit. But Allyson has realized, because she's been up here doing videos and stuff and camps for so long, that there was some reorganization that needed to happen downstairs, and so that has taken priority. And
that's what you get for going on vacation. We have completely
the Among the Branches kit will hopefully come next month, along with, and this will be, I would have alluded to this later. I'm tasked with getting the bar hop quilt created. So those are sort of my tasks for July, and we will see if I can manage that. Allison's unfortunate didn't happen was the panel play.
No.
You had intended to do a couple of videos. There was no way Allison was going to be able to do videos with just Kyla and Allison running the shop. So the panel play was put on the back burner. I have designed, and we have not begun cutting, but I have designed the cat quilt. What is the name of that?
Catitude? No.
That's 3 years old. Folktown Cats.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute.
So we are based on the design of the Gnome and Garden quilt. The Folktown Cats quilt will be coming soon. It will be our first attempt to use that layout where you have a large image and 4 small images on a panel in the same way that they did with the Gnome and Garden, because it goes together so well and so quickly that we decided we would play off that. And instead of piecing your cat block, this one loves applique, and so she'll be doing applique
Everyone
for
should
that.
love applique, right, Kyla? Kyla says, not so much.
Well, Kyla's,
Rebecca is on. Hi, Rebecca. Sue Ellen is still looking for us on YouTube now. So I think she did get on the Zoom.
And then
Who got on Zoom?
Linda was the one on Zoom.
Linda got on Zoom.
We don't know what we're doing with speakers, but that's not going to happen today, probably. Until we figure out something at a later date.
I really appreciate y'all until we figure out what to do with the speakers. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, but we tried. It's okay.
So Kyla had a couple of things that I, was unable to, due to my sickness, I was unable to give Kyla the time to do those. But I wish we could post a picture of the moth that you did.
A picture and hold it in front of the camera.
There you go. Okay, so Kyla did, they are the plushie queen, and they did this awesome plushie that sold immediately. Like, I didn't even get to see it. I think it was pre-sold. And so it turned out absolutely adorably and went out the door as fast as it got off the sewing machine. And so we're going to do a kit for it.
We can't do a kit for that one. Yep.
Oh, we can't do a kit for that one.
Can't do a kit for that one.
But we certainly can guide you toward that pattern so that you can make your own and get all your stuff.
But Kyla, you could go to the various chats and drop in.
Yes, could you please do that?
Your link to your store where people could. Kyla has decided that they liked this one so much they were going to make it made to order. So instead of just one and done, or I've made this, and
also in particular because it's a charity push.
Oh, and part of the proceeds are going to Campaign for Southern Equality.
Yeah, they're
a trans youth emergency group organization.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of queens, since Kyla is the lucky queen, Kyla and I enjoyed Birdfoot's Pride Night so much. Shout out to Dixie Queens. They were hilarious. Loved it. It was the funnest night I've had in years.
And that the last time we did this, we got our drinks from Birdfoot.
Right.
And so tonight we were going.
And we are still. They have we have approached them about doing a sip and sew.
Yep.
And they are very amenable to it. Unfortunately, they are bad about, and they've told me this, they're bad about replying to emails. So we just basically need to go over and hold one of them down and beat them with a sewing machine until they submit.
There we go.
That might work. We will definitely try and get that nailed down for by August. We want to go ahead and be able to announce that it will happen going forward. Whether it's going to happen after Labor Day or whatever, we want to go ahead and get them.
I have the project.
Get all of the
right. I have the project. I am ready to go. I have the project and everything. We are ready to go.
Right.
It's just getting them nailed down with a date.
After Kyla completed the moth, was unable to get the pride snail done, and of course, Allyson and Kyla were not able to do the sloth together because, right,
we just had a month.
There were just two of them, so
Grandma helped.
We are still
Grandma helped.
We are still looking into a possible plushie camp. If I can. Take over on a day and let these two do their thing. I can be downstairs doing what I do best, which is just looking pretty, and they can come upstairs and work on the sloth so that they could not only make a video, but Allyson would then have the details in her mind of how to teach it. And of course, the gator never happened either. We had so many. Wonderful. It was going to be a plushie a week, and I messed everything up.
Yes, it was all you and Lanny.
Everything.
All you and Lanny.
No.
Well, and he says
I'm
he's
a
like,
middle child. Just blame
he's just
me.
here to look pretty. Like, people come into the shop and they're so disappointed when he's not here because he's the kilted quilter, and they wanted to see the guy with the quilt. The kilt. With the kilt. And I'm sitting here going, well, I feel like chopped liver, man. Okay, that's fine.
Let's see. Sue Ellen is on with YouTube.
Yay! Hi, Sue Ellen!
Has her wine.
Oh, yay! So, and Rebecca, I believe, is on, which means Caleb may be on in the background. So, hi, Rebecca and Caleb. And I don't know if anybody else is on. Derek, do we have anybody else that has checked in our chats? Nobody else has checked in. Have you checked YouTube chat too?
It's all the same.
All in the same. Kyla's got it settled. She's got, she's keeping Derek straight. That's awesome.
So,
and Derek is here by duress, does not want to be here at all. So
well,
he
doesn't get to have any of the tequila.
No, I mean, he's like drinking his Coke and like.
It's just, that's just not right.
I know.
You can't have a nightcap with Coke.
I know.
Sorry, buddy.
Right? But he's only 17, so let's keep it straight here. Let's keep it straight. Okay. So,
if we did this in German, we'd be able to do it. Everybody would be able to have their drink.
We would. And both of us went to Germany, or I went to Austria, you went to Germany before we were 21. And so it was exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go to the pubs and the bars, but it's different. I mean, like, the culture is totally different. It's not a taboo thing.
Oh,
and so you just go and you drink and you enjoy company.
There's a difference between drinking and learning to drink.
Right.
And, you start by, one, you make fun of drunks over there.
Yeah.
If you get stupid, you get stupid. And they let you know you got stupid. Over here, we laugh at them and then move on.
Yeah, I mean, like, it happened.
Kyla,
so,
would you?
He needs a real
would you
refill.
cut me off a little bit? I will announce we have our last two fingers.
Like here.
You just bring me the blender and I'll.
Because you're a little late, the two fingers comes from the tequila that he got from the bottom shelf, but it has top shelf flavor.
This is made by a family-owned distillery in Mexico. Utilizing blue agave.
It's delicious.
They have the agave cactus themselves have grown at least 8 to 10 years. They say it is fantastic. I think I've only had like one or two other tequilas that were better than this, and they were aged in barrels. This is just nice.
In the chat, we have Mary Lee Garrick says, "Dane, can I come down?"
Yes, absolutely, Mary Lee. I'm so glad you joined us. So the whole purpose of the nightcap is to just simply recap what we did last month, give you a few ideas of what's coming, and we have some exciting news for next month. And
The final announcement for this month
is
tomorrow is the last day of our big old stash, filler.
Yeah, Stash Buster sale.
We will, everything is 10% off still until end of business tomorrow, which is Friday the 30th. We have all fabric by the yard at 10% off. 5 yards or more is 15% off. 10 yards or more is 25% off. And if you find a bolt that you like, no matter how little is on that bolt, if you want that bolt, it's 25% off. So come in tomorrow and put me to work, because I can only do pretty for so long.
Don't be modest. So yeah, the sale is going on, and then next month we have a different promotion that we have going on. We're still going to have, what is the sale now? Oh, it's Christmas in July. See, I haven't even had a finger's worth yet. Can't remember a darn thing. So, what?
I'm not saying a word.
Okay.
I said that's just natural.
Oh, okay. That's just natural is what Kyla says. In other words, I don't hold my liquor well. Anyway, so, yeah, this is all I'm going to be asleep by then. Okay, so, where was I going with this?
Well, you were talking about Christmas in July.
So next month is Christmas in July, and we're doing a new thing. We have joined with the Fab Shop Hoppers Network. We're going to be doing the Bunny Hop online next month. And so this is a really cool opportunity for our website. And so there's a bunny now on our website. Our bunny will go live. It's hidden. I'm giving you the hint since we're doing Christmas in July. And so the bunny is hidden on the website. If you find it, you click on that bunny and it opens. If you join the Bunny Hop, then you are open to prizes and gift certificates and all sorts of stuff through the Bunny Hop. And so we are joining that with shops across the country next month. And so I'd never heard of it until about 4 months ago, and we've been slow to sort of get on board. And I think it's the neatest experience I've had. I feel like I'm a part of a community now that we have not felt part of. Yes, we are friendly with other quilt shops, but I'm starting to really get to know other shop owners and really get some neat ideas. I got a neat idea, something that is coming. Hopefully it's coming in July. And that is, I love grid interfacing. I have loved grid interfacing since I was young. I mean, like before children, young. And that makes me really young. Anyway. So, but what you do with this grid interfacing is that you can place your squares on that grid interfacing and then iron it down, and then you sew it, and it gives you perfect seams. But and I loved it. I did watercolor quilts, and I've wanted to do them ever since, but I had problems with it. The interfacing was thick. I didn't like it. It was hard to work with. It was very hard to work with. It has changed, and I found a company called 10 Sisters, and 10 Sisters does a grid layout, but it's a totally different experience than what I have, and I'm super excited about it. And so Willard and I are currently looking at the different options of what we buy and what classes we can offer you guys, and that type of thing. But that's coming in July, and hopefully to offer classes starting in August and September using this grid interfacing. And last night I found an owl, Will.
Yeah, what Allyson has decided not. So the the seams lining up and being perfect is a wonderful thing. But Allyson actually wants to do it's the
I like
the
pictures.
quilt equivalent of pixel art,
Yeah.
where you would be able to lay out and see in advance and not have your rows get all messed up or I've the number of times that I have laid out a row and wanted it to be perfect so that these two fabrics didn't touch or and then I wind up
Switching or
something.
doesn't happen
Yeah,
with this
this
method.
way you'll be able to lay it all out before you sew, and then you stitch it straight together. And the idea is that kids would be able to even like take their favorite Minecraft picture and turn it into a quilt or something like that. So
we're going to try and do a kids club too.
It's a very interesting idea.
Well, and if you guys are interested in the upcycle stuff, I know I'm doing a kids class on that, and that's because they don't intimidate me as much as you do. So I would much rather test my stuff out on kids than I would adults. And so this upcycle thing is totally new for me. Kyla's going to help me. Sarah House is going to help me. I've got my mom, because my mom does alterations, so she's going to be able to help with the alteration part. And so this gives us a chance to sort of get a hold of all these ideas with these kids who are not afraid to mess up. And if they mess something up, then they just say, okay, that was a happy accident. Let's figure out what we do with it now. Versus adults, we kind of like, oh, I really wanted the shirt to look like that, and it doesn't look like that. And so using kids for that first one, but I would love to turn that into like a monthly type of thing, or every other month Saturday, where we get together and alter clothes and make things the way we want them. Anyway, cool. So
Allyson glanced just
I did. I got so excited over this new product that I found that go ahead.
In the YouTube chat, I placed the link, the fabshophop.com, all one word, is where you go to register. Registration is free, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
And then
we're new, so don't quote us.
Right. You get to select from 4 different newsletters that provide you with various discounts, coupons, and free projects. You get to track your progress in the member section, and you go to the various shops, and hopefully you buy from them because they will have stuff for you. But you find the bunny and click on the bunny, and then it marks your progress back at Fab Shop Hop, and your progress determines what prizes you become eligible to possibly receive. So yeah, just check out fabshophop.com, and we will be beginning on the 1st, be live with that. And
we've worked really hard and are continuing to work very hard on the website. We know that the website is having some delay times getting started up, and we realize that. And so Lanny is working, and Willard was on it all day long. The boys, I have my boys working on it. Kyla's working on it. Everybody's working on the website to make sure that it is the best for.
Oh yeah, Allison's sons, Jeremy and Derek, have done a fantastic job so far. They've probably got, I would say, about 10% of the way in, maybe even more than that. Putting all of our fabric is available online, but our search function it leaves something to be desired, because as we import the fabric, the description of that fabric may just be the manufacturer's number.
And we're learning.
It doesn't, if you're looking for a blue rose fabric and you type that in, you might not know that G3452 is
exactly
the blue
what you
rose
wanted.
fabric that you wanted. So we are going through and slowly getting, speedily actually, because of these two, getting the search terms entered for the various fabrics. We started on the Christmas fabrics. Derek single-handedly went through and used all of his alliterative skills to make sure that Our fabrics are searchable by terms such as snowballs and snowmen and snow and holly and berries and cardinals and
Okay, so what Jeremy was doing it today, and the joke in my family is that you can't say things, I don't know, simply. You have to say them in Old English. And we got this from the Three Little Pigs in Old English. If you've never seen that before, I highly recommend you just Google Three Little Pigs in Old English. It is a hilarious YouTube. And so the joke now is that I guess it came up with one time one of my kids was asking Grandma to get him goldfish at Sam's. And so he said, Grandma, can you get me goldfish? And I went, okay, nope, that's not going to work. You've got to turn that into something much more interesting than that. And ever since then, it's been hilarious because
dear grandmother.
dearest
The view
grandmother
from the front lines leaves so much to be desired.
Right. Anyway, it became fish of gold, and the peccaries. What were they? The something peccaries at one point. I don't know. Anyway, so Jeremy's putting in fabric today, and he's like, "What color do you think this is?" And I was like, "I don't know. Go with green and teal, and we'll hit it with green and teal." And so I don't know, Googled the color, and what did he come up with? That I wish he was still here.
I don't know, but
Oh my gosh! I was like, you have to put
fabric in our store now.
right. I was like, you have to put that color. I mean, I said you still have to put green and mint and the aqua and teal, and I said you got to put all those too. I said, but you got to put that one in. So, what was the color? The green color?
Viridian.
Viridian.
Yeah.
See, Viridian. That is. I mean, this color is Viridian. I wish we'd brought up the fabric so you could see Viridian. I'm
green.
I'm so glad I raised my children to have fun with language. I am. I mean, we have so much fun trying to make things Old English, and now he's disappeared. He's back from Montana. So before we go any further, though, hopefully Sue Ellen is on still. Hopefully Sue Ellen is on still.
Now, Derek, did you, or what was the plan for Allyson to?
She's chatting on
like,
YouTube, she said.
Call and then put Sue Ellen on speaker, or
No.
Okay.
But Sue Ellen, I want to, if you wouldn't mind, or go ahead. What? Oh, fabrics. Okay, so Sue Ellen, these are the fabrics. And so Will's telling me to put the fabrics out. So here's the fabrics that we've designed for the kit. For the fabric shop hop.
No,
The flash fiction mystery quilt. I have not drunk that much.
Lush.
I not had that much. And so Sue Ellen, could you remind me, you look in the chat for me. Sue Ellen, could you remind me the base price of the flash fiction mystery quilt for 2023? And then we have a discount of $15 off.
You mean this is for the flash fiction site?
Yes. So the flash fiction site,
Right.
if you go to the flash fiction site, it's $79.99, I think. But Sue Ellen, if you wouldn't mind chatting in the chat and letting everybody know the real thing. And then Kai, could you put a link to Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt in the chat? And she already did. They already did. There you did.
And the advertisement will go out on Saturday for our kit.
Yep.
The Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt kit is $129.99. Easiest way to do it is search FFMQ, Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt FFMQ on our website. It'll take you straight to a link for our very limited edition. We are looking, depending on how quickly this goes, we will be able to offer again because
we're trying to figure out how much fabric to get is what we're trying to do.
The quilt takes 4 yards of one fabric. when the fabric comes in 15-yard bolts, that makes for a very limited quantity you can make.
So that's okay. So don't be surprised if we're saying, okay, no problem. We've got you on the wait list and we'll get it to you as
Right.
soon as it comes in. The fabric's brand new. We can get more of it. We just need to know that we need to order more fabric.
And to say ahead of time, because of applique and piecing, Linda would describe this year's quilt as a more intermediate. If you'd like to expand upon that a little, Sue Ellen, please do. That the quilt itself, the skill level involved in this year's flash fiction mystery quilt is a little higher than past years. So it will be on you to decide whether you believe it could be that you're comfortable enough in your skills to say, yes, I'm willing to try something that's a little more advanced than you have in the past.
Right.
So before you commit to buying the kit, be aware that they're the story and everything will probably still be great, but the quilt itself. Be aware that. See, and you tell me I'm not supposed to talk over myself. And so I just wanted to make sure that was out there, that we're not. If you are a beginner and very new to quilting, this year's flash fiction may not be for you. I don't want to talk you out of it.
We'll get you through it.
And you will be provided step-by-step instruction
Right. We have
along
videos
the way.
and everything. Just know that it's not right.
There
Sue
should
Ellen?
be some skill levels that are a little advanced. She says advanced beginner to intermediate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So in other words, you would like to know how to quilt some.
Right. If you've only done a 3-yarder and then maybe you need a little bit more practice before tackling this, doesn't mean you don't go ahead and get access to it so that you can catch up a little later once your skills have increased.
And so the price is $79.99 before the code. And then on our website, we have linked the code, and the code will be linked again tomorrow. Because you did
the code will be linked on Saturday.
Saturday.
First day of the month.
So we haven't actually put the code out. That's going to be available on Saturday. Unless Sue Ellen gives me the okay that we can send that code out now. Right. But it will go out Saturday. And
let Sue Ellen place that in the various chats.
We'll let you, right.
Otherwise, you'll see it on our Facebook post on Saturday.
And that code will be good until July 15th. Right. So for the first 15 days, you can get $15 off. I mean, you guys cannot beat that. That's a whole quilt for, $80 minus $15, $65.
So this year is slightly more advanced than previous quilts. It's definitely doable if you take your time.
Definitely doable if you take your time. It's just a little bit more advanced than previous quilts. That's coming straight from Sue Ellen. And then Sue Ellen also said Viridian is great color, right? I might just have to start using Viridian instead of green now.
Well, Viridian...
although it is a special green.
We would probably... It would, I believe Viridian is more along the lines of what we consider a Kelly green, that very vibrant, not forest green.
Text Jer and tell him to bring up that bolt of fabric. I'm serious.
You can't ask me these things.
So anyway, that's what Allyson and I had intended and have on tap. Kyla, do you have any? I mentioned the couple of plushies that you didn't manage to get to. Do you have any intentions to do those, or is there another one, or any other items that you would like to mention? We are a couple of months out, but there's if you want to mention in advance what these two will be doing in November.
What are they doing in November?
It was even her idea.
Kai is loving this. Absolutely loving this. That I can drink 2 sips of tequila and absolutely lose it. Okay, I have not had anything to drink since the last nightcap, okay, people? So...
usually I can take her out every week and...
Right. I haven't had anything. We've not done our usual Thursday night at all, and you can tell we're suffering big time because that's when we do our.
It's all my
It's all
fault.
your fault. Okay. Anyway,
I
they
am the
are.
enabler.
So in November, they are signed up or will be signed up to do a booth up at they're doing a craft booth. And so Derek and Kylo both are working on a variety of projects. And so what we have done is torn the shop apart this past week and organized every unfinished project. I have counted no less than 20 just for them. And Kyla's looking at me like I haven't done anything. And I'm like, yeah, just you wait. Just you wait. And Regan's just
Well, you had, we had discussed what you might want to try.
I do have a crow that's
A number,
Right.
so a crow plush, a number of bear plush. You were considering
Well, I was gonna do like
the black bear, the brown bear, and a polar bear.
Oh!
and like some various colors of T-Rex.
And then various colors of a plushy T-Rex.
Yes. And Derek's working on a variety of bags because I went on Pinterest, and that's always dangerous.
And then we were also looking at, we're exploring a very basic plush that, because the plushies that Kyla and if you saw Momo last month, the plushies that Kyla and now I make, they're little works of art. They really are. But they take, now granted, Momo was my first, but Momo took a week, nearly
But Momo's
20
so
hours
sweet
of
and
work.
cute.
And so,
It take like a day and a half. But
right, Kyla can get it done in less than 16 hours. It took me darn near 40. And if if we're going to charge for how long for what our time is actually worth, they become very expensive very quick. Kyla can bust them out pretty quick and still keep them reasonable and yet profitable, whereas I don't have that ability yet. So we are looking at getting looking for a slightly more basic plush that we can put together in less than a day, so that little kids would be able to say, "Mommy, I want the $25," and that's okay. Versus the 40 to 100 that they're actually worth when you get to that level.
And that's what the kite's getting for him, so that's good.
Yep. So that will be coming up in November.
And then don't forget that we have the 2-month shop hop in September and October. That's the All Carolinas shop hop. And you do not have to do both North Carolina and South Carolina and all the shops. You could just do a region, or you could do 2 regions and still be eligible for all sorts of prizes. And most of the shops are doing prizes as well.
Right.
So.
And we've had people come all the way from Alaska to do it.
Yeah.
So, and it's the perfect time of year, especially toward the end of September. If we don't get, the Atlantic Basin is looking really bad this year. But if we don't get a lot of tropical storms and various, afternoon rains all through October, we could have a pretty nice leaf season this year. I am going to get on the FAA website and get my drone license so that I can send a drone up every day and send out pictures of the leaves so that you'll be able to follow how beautiful the leaves are around here and, schedule your time to see it. And we'd love to have you. And I think we've probably outstayed our welcome.
We've covered it all, man. What? You think you've what?
I think we've outstayed our welcome.
Yeah, I think we've covered it all.
We're approaching an hour.
So I think we've covered it all. And Sue Ellen is saying bad Willard. I agree, Sue Ellen, bad Willard. No, and having him out for a week makes me realize just how much I need him, which I knew beforehand. But I did get the shop completely revamped. My mom and I tore it apart and then put it back together again. And it looks great. The other room doesn't look great now because we've tore the other part of the shop apart. I know, I tore the other part of the shop apart. And then I'm going to tear upstairs apart. Well, then it's going to be bad because that's all those robotics parts. But I'll wait till after camp to do that. So thank you so much for joining us this evening for our nightcap. and it looks like you're done and need more anyway.
How dry I am.
So thank you so much. I hope that you were able to have a drink of your choice, whether it be tea. Rebecca, I want to know what yours was. And Sue Ellen, you probably had a bottle by now. And I'm kidding.
Needed the bottle.
So yes. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you very soon because we will not wait this long. We did not, do you know what we did not else get to do last month?
What's that?
We did not get to do a UFO.
Nope.
We didn't even know what happened.
Our last month was a UFO.
It was terrible. It was terrible. And so I thought about that. Like on the 16th, I went, we totally missed it. Totally missed it. But we were, like I said, just trying to survive this month. So anyway, I hope you're able to come out and join us. If not, join us on the Bunny Hop next month on the Fab
Happy
Shop
Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day. Look over the Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt.com. I will get you through it. And so will Sue Ellen, and so will Linda. And so if you are ready and willing to join us, Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt is not just a quilt. It's also a book. You get a chapter every week, and they're so much fun. You get puzzles every week, or every month, a chapter every month, and puzzles every month, as well as your quilt block. And so, and it's a full community. You're joining not only us, but you also have a Facebook page that is just for Flash Fiction Mystery Quilt. Yeah. That's it. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to go finish my drink. Are you going to, and you're already done.
I guess
Right.
I'll see if I can find some seconds.
Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you soon.